In my previous life, I found myself in the heavenly court, wearing the armor of a heavenly general, donning the immortal cloud armor, and a profound spirit cloak, with cloud chasing moon catching boots on my feet, and a 7-foot spear in my hand.
Mu Xiaoren in the prison cell was recounting the experiences of his previous life to his two cellmates. One was a handsome and refined monk. The other was a young, beautiful woman. Then wouldn't you be a heavenly general?
Of course, I looked around, and everyone was dressed exactly like me. Then I looked up, and wow, what a sight! Above my head stood a colossal immortal gate. On the gate was a plaque, with 3 large characters inscribed upon it.
Which 3 characters?
The South Heaven Gate.
Truly impressive, told so vividly, as if it were real. And then...
Then, not far ahead, I saw a 3-eyed fellow, leading a dog, and fighting a monkey.
Perhaps you should change the plot. The beginning was so good, but the ending is just too cheap. What kind of fool would fight a monkey? HMPH.
This is not a story.
And glanced at him disdainfully. He had already lived 9 lives. As long as he reincarnated one more time, then all the accumulations from his reincarnation could be brought back to his original world. Of course, this also included the divine equipment from his previous life.
Alright. Then what happened?
Then I died. Hey!
How disappointing. This story is truly a letdown.
You don't understand. That 3-eyed fellow and that accursed monkey is a beast among beasts, with a single swing of his staff. How many of my brothers were smashed to pieces, scattered everywhere?
Ha. This humble monk knows you were implicated, and must have suffered a great blow. But you must be strong. Please, don't go mad.
Firstly, I am very happy.
See, you still say you're not mad. Who would be happy when facing death?
Secondly, I was not implicated. I got in here by my own merits.
Weren't you once a disciple of Duan Xiangqing? Who is Duan Xiangqing?
An unlucky fellow whose entire clan was implicated. He jumped out and publicly cursed the Empress. Then, when he was sentenced to have his 9 generations executed, that fool defiantly said,
The Empress agreed to take him as her disciple.
"A disciple? How truly unlucky. Do you think such an idiot is worthy of being my teacher?"
You are quite defiant. So, how did you end up in here?
After I failed the Imperial examination, I stood at the Imperial City Gate and shouted, "Tyrannical ruler."
As his words fell, Yin Kai Bai's pretty face quickly turned cold, and her gaze revealed faint traces of killing intent. Yin Kai Bai was none other than the Empress's own younger sister, and moreover, she was a female guard of war with considerable prestige in the army.
HMPH, then you truly deserve to the...
Hey, what a joke! Whether I deserve to die or not, a tyrannical ruler is still a tyrannical ruler. Are all stagnant fools.
Is it merely because the Empress is a woman that she is unworthy of ascending the throne and ruling the world?
When did I say the Empress was unworthy of ascending the throne? It is most fitting for her to be the emperor. I admire the Empress's spirit and supporting a tottering edifice. But that doesn't stop her from being a tyrannical ruler.
You support His Majesty on one hand, yet on the other, you kiss His Majesty as a lule?
Do you know why this chaotic era began?
War.
So, after peace was established throughout the land, what was the first thing the Empress planned to do?
What? Musiaran? What else could it be?
Curtail military power.
Yin Kai Bai's expression changed. A matter on which the Empress had yet to make a decision was actually guessed correctly by a young man in a death row cell. At the same time, a figure outside the death row cell also stopped their steps. The conversation inside the cell fell into his ears without missing a single word.
Throughout history, what founding emperors loved most was to curtail military power. But unfortunately, they were all mistaken.
Enough. Even if the Empress curtails the military power of various departments like this, it is for the sake of the world. How dare a mere throwing inmate like you comment on her actions?
Hey ha ha ha, you cannot even tolerate discussion. And you say she isn't a tyrannical ruler.
You are insolent. Musyaren, of course I am insolent.
If I were not insolent, how could I be in this death row cell? By using bronze as a mirror, one can straighten one's attire. By using people as a mirror, one can understand gains and losses. By using history as a mirror. If one cannot even tolerate being called a tyrannical ruler, then ultimately, this so-called Great Yin Dynasty will be nothing more than a fleeting dream.
Be using history as a mirror. One can understand the rise and fall of dynasties. Interesting. What is this the throw inmate's name?
He casually scanned the fate column. Suddenly, his gaze fixed firmly on the three characters Muxiaren. At this moment, the scene seemed to freeze. The Empress seemed about to pierce through the three characters Muxiaren with her gaze.
All of this is merely your conjecture. His Majesty has always treated meritorious officials with great courtesy, and has never harbored any intention to harm them.
Of course, she treats them with great courtesy. Otherwise, she would be cursed to death by the people of the world. If one wishes to curtail military power, there are far too many ways to do it. For example, I would first invite all the military generals to a banquet in the palace. Then, I would suddenly sigh and groan before everyone. And then, I would remain silent.
Oh, I understand. At this point, I should ask His Majesty why she sighs.
I would say, to many people desire this throne.
All the officials would say, Your Majesty, the mandate of heaven rests with you.
Gentlemen, you all hold military power. If, one day, the soldiers under your command were to suddenly drape an imperial robe over you and acclaim you as emperor, even if you do not wish to rebel, would it still be up to you then?
If His Majesty truly said that, then everyone at the banquet would surely be frightened into kneeling.
Hey ha ha, it was merely a jest. Do not be restrained.
Even if the Empress truly said that, none of her subordinates would dare to truly take it as a joke on the spot.
So, we would see how many people would attend court the next day and submit memorials to voluntarily resign. I would bestow great rewards upon them.
What if there are still some who don't resign?
This banquet was originally the emperor's last gesture of dignity for his subjects. If the subjects do not wish to maintain their dignity, then the emperor will help them maintain it.
How would the emperor help them maintain it?
In short, there are only two paths. Either their heads roll, or they enjoy glory and wealth.
Almost at the same moment, everyone outside the prison cell had all knelt down on the ground, their bodies trembling uncontrollably. Everyone wished they could bury their heads in the ground. How could these words be something they were allowed to hear?
Excellent strategy, Your Majesty. This boy is spreading heretical ideas to mislead the public. His heart deserves to be punished. He even dared to use the Emperor's title. He deserves to be cut into 1,000 pieces.
I have not yet commanded you to kneel, yet you have knelt. I did not command you to speak, yet you have spoken. I have not yet grown angry over a mere death row inmate, yet you are eager to kill a death row inmate who is already destined to die.
This servant deserves death.
Yin Yunlun extended her gaze into the cell, landing on Mu Xiran's face. It had been 10 years, but Yin Yunlun still recognized him at a glance. As years passed, one's appearance might change, but the contours would not. At this moment, Yin Kaibai suddenly looked up and met Yin Yunlun's gaze. She couldn't help but be stunned, but then, with a flash of inspiration, she looked towards Mu Xiran.
You just said the Empress was mistaken? Did you not just say the Empress was mistaken?
When did I ever say that? What are you doing? I said, I didn't say it.
You did. You said that all founding emperors were ridiculously mistaken.
The Empress is not a founding emperor.
It seems you are just like that once young king, a mere seeker of fame and reputation. All you do is boast shamelessly.
All right. Anyway, I'm already a death row inmate. What do I have to fear from you? I ask you. Do you know why the previous dynasty perished?
Because of war, must yaren wrong.
It was because of two words, popular support.
Outside the cell, Yin Yunlin nodded slightly.
Hisame is quite
I ask you again.
What?
Please, try to use that empty brain of yours. Of course, it's because the common people had no food to eat. Monk, I ask you, if your home suffered a famine, and someone offered you a bowl of meat porridge when you were on the verge of starvation, telling you that joining the army would let you live, would you follow him?
Forget meat porridge. If I were truly about to die, I'd sell my life for a bowl of mixed grain gruel.
You see, the essence of popular support lies in those two words, food and grain.
But what does Nechal diceste have to do with the Empress?
Yin Kaibai still somewhat understood, yet not fully. The truth was clearly on the tip of her tongue, yet she couldn't utter it. When she looked up again and saw Mushiran's half-smiling face, her anger immediately flared.
If you ask me again, I'll make you roll underground.
You little girl, I could take on 10 of you. Ah. The root of chaos is not in military power. Though the world is now initially settled, natural disasters continue.
Such a shameful thing has happened, yet they can still carry on as if nothing happened.
The root of chaos ... Even if the Empress reduces military power and stops military rebellions.
This humble monk spoke so loudly, yet he still pretended not to hear, to endure until death. He is certainly no ordinary man.
This old man is a death row inmate. If you provoke me, I might just take you with me. Civilian uprisings will eventually escalate into military rebellions, and the Empress has already reduced military power. Who will suppress the civilian uprisings then?
Are you speaking the truth?
Humph, how could it be false? Come on, let me continue my story.
He's crazier than I am. This is death row. Instead of shouting for someone, he should be crying injustice. Big brother, look.
Mushiran turned his head, dumbfounded, watching an old man open the door and lead Yin Kaibai out, until Yin Kaibai disappeared from sight.
A madman, a raving youth, and he frightens you so? And you think what he said makes a lot of sense. HMPH, what a joke. I merely made up you wild guesses. Ekesis dis trule este enical, merely because he cannot bear to see a woman esempe. Do you truly believe a mere death row inmate possesses the ability to govern a nation? You do not wish for this Empress to run those generals and soldiers. This Empress understands sola vitae, but you should not take trash out of the patient. If you wish to fool around, this Empress has no time to accompany you. This Empress must still go to Hinu to consult Master Sen.
In my 8th form, the moment I opened my eyes, I found myself transformed into a beautiful maiden. I was sitting in a carriage. Outside the carriage window, neon lights shone brilliantly. The driver ... Oh, my apologies. It's simply the coachman who drives the carriage. The coachman's name was Herzog.
What a strange name. And then
I deflated. Oh.
Stop pressing. Tell me, how did you end up here?
The cell next door was full, so I came here to stay for a couple of days.
But I recall the cell next door seemed to be for patrons of illegal brothels.
You demonic monk, you broke your vows.
Superficial, truly superficial.
Are you saying you were wrongly accused?
That day, this humble monk passed through a small alley and saw him. He had a gambling father, a sick mother, a younger brother being abused, and a still younger sister. Buddha is merciful, saving all sentient beings. If it were you, could you turn a blind eye to his broken state? Could you ignore his body covered in filth?
And then the constables rushed in. Astounding, as that Gemara said, everyone here is a talent.
Why have you returned?
Standing at the cell door, Yin Kai Bai, looking at the two inside, couldn't help but despairingly close her eyes.
She was indeed too naive. How could she place her hopes on a man who constantly spouted nonsense? Continuation of previous line.
Ah, you knightly monk. Why does he get wine and meat?
It's his last meal. If you wish to eat with him, he don't mind.
No, 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 you should enjoy it alone.
It's my last meal, yet how is your food better than mine? What is this? Ha ha ha. Isn't this a farewell meal? Let us eat together. Come, come, let us drink a toast. To meet is to be fated. My name is Mu Xiaoren. Mu Xiaoren pointing to Yin Kai Bai Kai.
I will be released in 2 days. This fate I shall decline.
Xiaren, I have a question. If in the future the Empress reduces military power and someone rebels, how can it be prevented?
2 methods. The first is to promote civil governance and restrain military power. Allow civil officials to enter the military for administration and supervision.
Tell me the second method.
The second method is to establish an academy where generals and soldiers can study and learn to read and write. Not all soldiers, but all officers. I ask you, do you know how an army can truly be deemed excellent?
Strict obedience to orders. Superior setting an example for subordinates.
Strict discipline is correct, but there is one most crucial point. Which point? Faith. An army without faith cannot unleash its full combat power, let alone when facing a disadvantage. Whether its morale can remain as steadfast as before.
I still don't understand how this prevents others from rebelling.
You fool! Since ancient times, people have valued their master's lineage, and all officers enter to study. Then, would they not become disciples of the Empress? If they wish to rebel, no matter how many reasons they have, would they dare to betray their master?
Upon hearing this, Yin Kai Bai immediately felt overjoyed. Inside the cell, there was silence for a moment. These words had brought too much shock to the two of them. It was as if the first ray of light had torn through the darkness.
Young Master Mu, you should not die.
Ah, no, I should die.
The monkey's right. You should not die.
Why should I not die? I should die.
Mr. Mu, I have offended you greatly before. I beg your forgiveness, sir.
No, why are you calling me sir now?
Sir Pasesas Gretelan. You must have been wrongly accused. I will surely find a way to save you from the throne, sir.
No, sister, I was not wronged. Don't do it, don't do it. I'm to be beheaded in 3 days. Don't mess around. I deserve to die. I deserve to die. You absolutely must not save me.
Young Master Mu was probably too excited. His madness acted up again.
Greetings, Your Majesty. No need for excessive ceremony. Master Sen is not here. The Grand Tutor has just left on his travels.
Your Majesty, what did Master Sen say?
The Grand Tutor left 3 questions. What to do if the Wrongdi from the north invade the south? What to do if Japanese pirates roam the seas? And what to do if disaster victims in various regions turn into bandits?
Your Majesty, please take a look at this. This was not written by you, was it, eh?
不是，小妹哪写得出这样的学问？
This Empress misjudged him. He thought he was merely a youth with some knowledge. But he did not expect him to possess such great talent. Hereby congratulates Your Majesty on obtaining a peerless genius. You have also toiled for this Empress for a long time. Written early and rest. Yes, Cuba takes heli.
Yin Kai Bai's footsteps disappeared from her ears. Afterwards, Yin Yunlan's warm smile disappeared. Coldness once again descended upon her incomparably beautiful face.
HMPH, a youth whose family was ruined. WHO even failed the imperial examinations. Where did he learn such profound strategies? An unexpected encounter after 10 years, and he just so happened to meet this Empress sister in the throne. Is it a coincidence, or does he map someone with intentions?
Just after you left and fell asleep, Jiren went mad again. He knelt to heaven and earth, muttering about Buddha and the Jade Emperor, and then mentioned someone I've never heard of. It sounded like Jesus,
And then he suddenly seemed to understand.
and told the humble monk that she, a rich young lady, at most had some money, but it was impossible for her to have connections to absolve a death row inmate.
What else did he say?
Young Master Mu also told this humble monk to become sworn brothers.
Of course, I did not agree. What a joke. Who would vow to die on the same day of the same month of the same year? As a death row inmate.
I am taking him out now.
As for me, you need not concern yourself. I will be released in 2 days. I was merely caught for soliciting. It is not a capital offense. Thank you, but we do not have such deep ties yet.
Yin Kai didn't know whether to laugh or cry. This little monk actually thought he was breaking into prison.
Where is the commotion? Such a small jailbreak. Why is this straw mat so soft? Hey, what the hell? Where have they brought me? Is this still a prison cell?
After Yin Kai Bai brought Mu Xiaoren home,
To her household, this man suffers from madness and cannot withstand stimulation.
everyone in the general's residence immediately felt as if the sky had fallen.
The general must be smitten. Young master, please calm yourself. This is Miss Bai's residence. No, no, no. I was on death row. You broke me out of prison. This is a capital offense. Let me go. Let me go. Quickly, release me.
Not long after, Yin Kai Bai came upon hearing the news. Fortunately, at this time, Mu Xiaoren had also quieted down. He was actually telling those to maidservants absurd stories.
Miss Bai, is dinner ready?
Mr. Mu, I have had a bath prepared. You may bathe first and then dine.
I can even bathe. Many thanks, many thanks. However, please send me back later. Your crime of breaking me out of prison is very grave. Later, under the cover of night, please send me back.
But several lacks a truth to tell like Mr. Mu. Continuation in a previous line.
Actually, it does not. There are many harmonious people in the world.
Mr. Mu, please do not decline. Rest assured and stay here with me. Sir, you may move about freely. Should you require anything, simply instruct the servants.
So, this is house arrest for a guilty man.
I shall find a way. Before that, it is best you do not leave.
Oh, as expected.
Time advanced to evening. Yin Bai waited for a long time at the dinner table until she saw the servant who was supposed to be guarding Mujiren. She immediately realized something was amiss.
Where is he? This humble one deserves death. Young Master Mu said that young Mrs. warm hospitality made him a bit embarrassed, and he wished to pluck a flower from atop the wall to present to young Miss. He asked this humble one to fetch a ladder.
So you left him alone beneath the wall? If he wished to pluck a flower, could you not have plucked it for him?
Everyone knows the general has taken a liking to such a madman. We are all quite displeased in our hearts. Thus, we merely wish to see Mu Xiaoren make a fool of himself.
What are you still standing there for? All of you, go out and search for him.
General, over 2,000 people from the manor have been dispatched in a grand procession. Those unaware might think Yin Kai Bai intends to seize the capital and subsequently control the government, plotting rebellion.
Heya haha. Only a fool would try to climb out of such a high wall. At the very least, there's a final meal before execution to account for. It also counts as leaving a small trace of myself. Is there food? Bring to steamed buns? The commotion tonight is quite significant. Kai Bai, you are now the general who guards the nation. How can you still act so recklessly in your duties?
Kyuba acknowledges her mistake and is willing to accept punishment.
The matter of that death row prisoner, I have heard. You brought that death row prisoner home from prison. and even changed the plaque at your manor's entrance. Do you no longer wish to bear the Yin surname, but instead the Mu surname?
Your Majesty, forgive me. Immediately believed Your Majesty found this meant to possess talent, to be used for the nation.
Therefore, without yet receiving my imperial decree,
Your Majesty, this man already possesses a talent to govern the nation. Why does Your Majesty still wish to kill him?
I never intended to kill him. I knew you took him from death row, yet I did not stop you. Do you know why? What a well-ordered system. So orderly, not a single detail overlooked. A true genius.
陛下，这一份绩效规制写得怎么样？
Those greedy for life and afraid of death, enter not these private gates. Those seeking promotion and wealth, please look elsewhere. Well written, but why must he borrow the appellation of Mr. Sun?
I do not know either.
Very well, let us discuss the previous matter. I worrying this man is deliberately approaching you. The reason I have not yet issued an imperial decree of pardon is to see, after you take him away, how he will react.
Your Majesty, it has already reacted. Though my body be shattered and bones crushed, my soul remains unafraid. I wish to live my integrity in the human way.
What a poem of upright and unyielding spirit. In this world, could there truly be such a noble and pure person? Kai Ubai, you may return first. I assure you, I will not kill him.
Yes, Cuba takes Heli.
He moved several members of the Mu family to face death. He truly suffered injustice, shocking all. His crimes are pardoned, and he is bestowed the official position of censored imperial tutor.
Since he wishes to speak the truth, then I shall let him speak his fill. How can one be bestowed an official position without such merits? But the spring imperial examinations have already announced their results. This servant understands. Do not issue this imperial edict yet. Your Majesty, this servant does not understand the meaning of this. I do not believe there is truly anyone who fears not death. Are not the Mu family members still 2 days away from execution? Or if he is consumed by anxiety.
Young Master Mu, wake up, wake up. The jailers in this death row prison seem to have changed.
Jade Ancestor? Where are there any Jade Ancestors? I always feel what you are saying, and what I am saying are not the same thing.
Are you being foolish? This isn't a brothel. Where would there be Jade Ancestors?
Confirmed. They are indeed not the same thing. Stop being silly. This is death row, and I was just rescued from here.
Young Master Mu, you clearly escaped. Why did you return?
Monk, I have actually always been quite unlucky.
Indeed. Otherwise, how could you have been fed to pigs?
I have never had a good death. It's hard enough to finally have a straightforward way to die. Please let me have some peace.
But now, the Great Yin Flourishing Age has only just begun. Would you not feel regret if you did not witness it with your own eyes?
Flourishing Age. Do you truly believe the Great Yin realm today can be considered a flourishing age?
If I had to say, it is a peaceful, chaotic era, perhaps.
Peaceful and chaotic. Can such words be combined and used together?
This flourishing age, you should see it.
I will not. In 2 days, I shall return. Return to a beautiful world.
The two did not know that their conversation, not a single word was missed, and was entirely recorded by the secret agent in the adjacent cell, clearly and distinctly.
After a whole night, he can still sleep.
When this subordinate left the Ministry of Justice's heavenly prison, he was still humming in his dreams.
Is he truly so composed?
He must be pretending. Your Majesty, you commanded that he must show signs of fear before your imperial edict is issued. But if Mushiaren never goes to face execution, then the matter of his execution will never be pardoned.
I shall personally leave the palace to observe him. I refuse to believe he has not the slightest anxiety before death. Brother, have some.
Never mind, never mind. This meal is your last. This humble monk will not contend with you for it. Drink a cup.
Since that is the case, then let me borrow your wine to send you on your way.
Young Master Mu, a hero of this era, to send you off with such wine ... It is truly too unjust.
If I drink one less mouthful, would it not be better for the common people to have one more mouthful?
This humble monk lacks the ability, and can only helplessly watch young Master Mu die. This is truly a regret in this life. Young Master Mu, what is this flourishing age you speak of like?
But I generally recall, it was a society where everyone was equal. Classes still existed, but they were not unbreakable. And struggles would continue.
Death row prisonemus yarem, it is time to go on your way.
Young Master Mu, the mountains and passes are hard to cross. Who grieves for one who has lost their way? We met by chance, like floating duckweed. All are but strangers in a foreign land. Farewell.
Farewell.
Mujiran looked at the executioner with a brutal face, and then at the posture he was about to assume kneeling. He could barely suppress the smile at the corners of his mouth.
All things are but a grand dream. How many times has life seen the chill of autumn? Young miss, in such a public place, if you were to make a move, how would His Majesty handle the situation?
Old when I am not mistaken, Amy? Could it be that he would read the die? Then que esta de glance upon this well?
Young miss, I am truly afraid of him. Will the world truly become the scene he described?
Donghua begin the execution.
An imperial edict has arrived. To see the imperial edict is to see His Majesty. Why do you not kneel?
Everyone below was dumbfounded. He stared blankly as that eunuch read out the imperial edict before him. Everyone present knelt to the ground.
Vice Minister Mu, receive the imperial edict.
This is wonderful. Young Master Mu, His Majesty has already issued a decree pardoning you, and you even have an official position. Young Master Mu's talent will absolutely not be buried.
I am still alive. Unbelievable. The Emperor surely isn't the kind-hearted. There must be some problem within this. Young Lady Yin, who exactly is the great master who saved me?
It is Secret General W.H. Hogarth's nation.
What enmity or grievance do I have with him? Why would he save me?
Young Master Mu, it is best not to think about these matters for now. First, recover and rest.
No. Young Lady Yin, if in the future I am fed to pigs. Young Master Mu finds it improper. Young Miss, you should not insist. Young Master Mu is compassionate and righteous, and does not wish to implicate young Miss. Why not simply stay here for the time being? After all, young Master Mu has nowhere else to go for now. Then I shall go to the Ministry of Personnel's office. Young Master Mu, wake up. You should attend court. Young Master Mu, the Imperial Court is no ordinary place. Rest assured, I know what to do. You had best truly know. If there are matters, report them. If there are none, court is adjourned.
Your subject has a memorial to present.
Minister Wan, what matter do you wish to report now?
Reporting to Your Majesty. Since Your Majesty ascended the throne, natural disasters have been ceaseless. Floods have spread. Plagues have raged. Starved corpses litter the land. Cries of distress are ceaseless. Public anger has risen everywhere. Your subjects believe. This is due to the ruler's lack of benevolence and heaven's displeasure. Your subjects humbly beg Your Majesty to issue an imperial edict of self-reproach.
Your subjects implore Your Majesty to issue an imperial edict of self-reproach to appease the public's anger and to comfort heaven.
As soon as their words fell, the military generals glared angrily at these civil officials, one by one. But alas, they were clumsy with words, so anxious their faces turned red and their necks swelled, and could find no words to refute.
What about you all? Do you also believe my imperial edict of self-reproach must be issued? Your subject believes that what the wise and upright officials have said is not without reason. Your Majesty is a benevolent and peaceful ruler, and will surely make the correct choice for the sake of all people under heaven. Excellent, excellent. What a rebellious official and traitor. Then I would be disregarding the common people under heaven. Censor Mu Xiaoren is impeached by this official. A mere censor, utterly devoid of propriety. He's acting extremely presumptuous? Should he not be punished? May I inquire as to your identity, Your Excellence?
This official is the Imperial Astronomer and Grand Censor. I am in charge of observing all under heaven, divining the nation's destiny, and calculating its fortune and misfortune. I also bear the responsibility of revealing the will of heaven to the Son of Heaven, and assisting the Emperor in walking the righteous path.
Understood. Just a fortune teller, then.
What is a mere censor like you?
Master, when you observed the celestial phenomena at night, did you foresee this calamity befalling yourself? Your Majesty, any subject who speaks to your Majesty in a manner that is insubordinate and rebellious commits a grave crime and shall be executed. Utter nonsense. Since ancient times, there have only been resentful subjects, never a guilty Son of Heaven. It is possible for the Son of Heaven to issue a self-reproach edict, but if a sovereign is disgraced, the subject dies. Do any of you dare to die? If the occurrence of natural disasters indicates a flaw in the monarch's conduct, then I would like to ask all of you if that is truly the case. You yellow-mouthed child, ignorant and utterly arrogant. This is a matter of celestial phenomena. How dare you spout such nonsense here? Your Majesty, this child is arrogant and absurd, acting improperly before the court. He openly insults a superior official. How can his crime be forgiven? May I inquire as to your identity, Your Excellence? Do not be so hasty. The entire court is absurd. In this natural disaster, I see nothing but a bunch of good-for-nothings. The Ministry of Revenue has done absolutely nothing. You insist on letting the disaster worsen, insist on letting the victims flee to the capital, and insist on inciting a popular uprising. For this crime, the Ministry of Revenue and others are all responsible.
Your Majesty, this child speaks ignorant nonsense. Se dice is spreading rapidly and fiercely, and the victims number far more than tens of thousands. Transporting relief grain in batches takes time. The speed of delivery simply cannot keep up with the rate at which the victims consume it.
May I ask the Ministry of Revenue, what is the current price of grain? Mu Xiaoren, even I, the Vice Minister, writes. And grain prices are soaring in surrounding areas not yet affected by the disaster. But now it has risen several times over. You wish to directly transport silver to the affected areas. That is truly too naive. May I ask, Mu Xiaoren, do you know how much silver it would take to feed such an enormous number of disaster victims? Truly an ignorant child, full of righteous indignation. Yet he knows not that such naivety is beyond saving. Your Majesty, this man should be exiled to the border and never employed again. Such a person would ruin the nation. Exile is not execution. Huh. I didn't expect these people wouldn't try to kill me. How ruthless. They want to leave me alive to slowly torment me to death. Who said disaster relief must always use grain? Nonsense. Are you out of your mind? If disaster relief doesn't use grain, are we to use guanyan clay? 1 jin of the lowest quality rations can be exchanged for 3 jin of husks. Mu Xiaoren? What did you say? Did you just say husks? Did I mishear you? Your Majesty, did you not hear clearly? 1 jin of the lowest quality rations can be exchanged for 3 jin of husks. Of course, it's not enough to supply them. Vice Minister of Rights, don't be so hasty. You keep calling it absurd. But have you ever treated the disaster victims as human beings? You are truly mad. A censor of the Imperial Court actually spouts such nonsense. You use the best quality rice and grain for show. What reaches the victims' mouths? What difference is that from husks? You speak without proof. Are you implying that everyone, from top to bottom, in our great Ying dynasty is a corrupt official? If you throw a stone, the dog that barks the loudest must be the one that got hit. You all care about your reputation, but you don't treat the disaster victims as human beings. You might as well use husks directly. You keep quoting the sages. But now, 1 jin of the best quality rice can be exchanged for over 10 jin of husks? Can now save over 10? Among all the officials of the great Yin dynasty, not a single one dares to do this. Minister Wen, do you have anything to say? This subject has nothing to say. Mu Shiren's words may be somewhat rebellious, but they are not without reason. A young hero is truly nothing more than this. Enough, Mu Shiren, you may withdraw for now. This subject has not finished speaking. Your Majesty appointed this subject as a censor, yet now you wish to silence me. Mu Shiren, continue your address. The Ministry of Rights is in charge of rights and educating all people under heaven and civilizing the disaster victims. The Ministry of Rights is guilty for grave crimes, dismemberment by chariots. For minor crimes, exile, military conscription, and confiscation of property. The Ministry of Works is in charge of civil engineering and construction. This is the responsibility of the Ministry of Works. For grave crimes, they deserve death. The Ministry of Personnel is in charge of the promotion and demotion of local officials. Local officials cannot escape blame. The Ministry of Personnel promoted a bunch of good-for-nothings to govern the nation. It is hard to say the Ministry of Personnel is blameless. The Imperial Astronomical Bureau should be in charge of the calendar. Yet they arbitrarily interpret celestial phenomena to disrupt the court. Laughable, hateful. They deserve execution. I request your Majesty to mete out punishment accordingly.
So terrifying. The murderous aura actually was even heavier than that of these generals who had been on the battlefield. His first time attending court, he was to challenge the ministers of the 6 boards. Is he truly not afraid of death?
By my imperial decree, the vice ministers of the Ministries of Rights, Personnel, and Works and their superiors shall have their salaries cut for 1 year. The director of the Imperial Astronomical Bureau shall be imprisoned in the Imperial Dungeon. Mu Shiren, you have spoken your piece and fulfilled your duty. For your merit, you are promoted to the 1st rank. Your Majesty, this subject still has a memorial and wishes to impeach Mu Shiren. If you continue to impeach, I will have no one left to use. This subject originally only intended to impeach this one. However, I did not wish to cause trouble, but trouble found me. Very well, I grant you permission to present your memorial. This subject impeaches the great general of the state for exceeding his authority, interfering in governance. His crime is unforgivable. What an unforgivable crime. Do you know why you are standing here? This subject naturally knows, precisely because this subject stands here. This subject declares his crime unforgivable.
How could this fellow be human? This is simply a beast. He can even kill his savior.
This subject was a condemned prisoner. If a condemned prisoner whose fate was sealed could be saved, how great is the great general of the state's power? Is it greater than the Son of Heavens? How should I punish the great general of the state? His noble rank should be reduced to that of a commoner. Mu Shiren, are you truly not afraid of death? This child is rebellious and arrogant, unworthy of being human. This subject requests your Majesty to execute this child.
All subjects agree.
By my imperial decree, the great general of the state. Lord Mu, are you not leaving yet? Do you wish to stay here and await death? Foolish emperor. Oh my. I'm mad. I'm truly mad.
Yan Mr. Mu, why did you come out so late?
Why are you still here?
He was ordered to escort Yan Mr. Mu to court. Of course he should wait for Yan Mr. Mu and escort him home.
Husey, you should go back. I'm not returning to the Bai Manor.
No, Yan Mr. Mu. If he don't take you back, I'll be punished.
You'll know once you go back. Soon, the entire capital will know what I've done. It's best if the by-manner doesn't get involved with me in any way.
What if Yan me este mudó? He did something great that no one else in the world dare to do. Yan Mestemu is truly an amazing peasant, just like Yan Mis. But no, a command is a command. He must carry out my orders completely.
If you follow me, you might die. Will you still follow?
Yan Mestemu, don't underestimate me. One of me can take on 20 of you.
Damn it, I'm not a unit of measurement. By the way, do you know where I can get clothes made?
Coincidentally, this humble one happens to know a tailor shop. Madame Shan is both a tailor and a shop owner. She does fine work. She specializes in making clothes for wealthy families.
Mushiaren arrived at the tailor shop the bearded man mentioned. He was somewhat surprised that there was actually a school here. Moreover, in the school, whether it was the teachers, they were all women.
Excuse me, may I ask where Madame Shen's tailor shop is?
This humble woman is Shen Nuanyu. What kind of clothes does your excellency wish to have made?
I need them urgently. I have no specific requirements, as long as they are wearable.
Shen Nuanyu couldn't help but take another look at Mushiran's face.
It wasn't because Mushiaren was exceptionally handsome.
Or stunningly beautiful. It was just that many people, when they first heard that she made clothes, and also taught girls to read, would all feel surprised. But this one seemed to take it as a matter of course.
What's wrong? Can't you make them? I thought you said you could. What did that look in your eyes just now mean?
Since I started this school, I've received many disdainful looks. This is the first time a gentleman has looked at it with such an ordinary, calm gaze.
You are merely a little ahead of your time.
Mushiaren looked towards that group of girls. Each and every one of their eyes was filled with fear. Mushiaren waved his hand at them. Several of them were so scared, they immediately ran away.
Your Excellency, please do not blame them. They are young and inexperienced.
I am merely a humble 8th rank official, and I don't even have the strength to tie up a chicken. Yet I can scare them like this.
Your Excellency, once you put on these clothes, you will naturally exude authority, and the craftsmanship of your Excellency's attire is so exquisite. I fear it would be difficult to complete even today.
I can pay extra for it.
Your Excellency, please have some tea first. You may leave your address, or you may sit and rest. The attire will be ready before sunset.
Who are you? A mere 8th rank official? A paltry 8th rank official. Did your ancestors never hold office? You finally became an official, and now you wish to flaunt your rank. Did you not hear me? You must bow to this marquis.
In my great Ying dynasty, when did we get such a young marquis?
My family has fought for the nation for generations, achieving great military feats. I was conferred the title of Marquis Zhang.
So it's a hereditary title.
Impudent. A mere 8th rank official dares to act so brazenly before this marquis.
Marquis Zhuan, how can just anyone enter this courtyard? You are the master here, so I shall not say more. This humble courtyard of mine is not suitable for a distinguished personage like Marquis Zhuan. If Marquis Zhuan finds our place too humble, then please, Marquis, take your leave. I shall not see you out, HMPH.
After hearing his subordinates report Mushiran's actions, Old Wong took a deep breath, almost choked himself with anger.
Did that fellow truly do such a thing in court?
Indeed, Steward Huang, that man is truly a beast. He even impeached our young lady.
Does the young lady know of this?
It spread like wildfire outside. A censor openly interfered with the corrupt policies of the Azure Sky Directorate and even pointed at the Emperor's nose, calling him a muddle-headed ruler. How could the young lady not know?
Quickly, find Little Who and have him put up the General's residence plaque. Put up the General's residence plaque.
But the young lady said, "That fool is surely doomed to die."
Steward Huang, young Master Mu refused to return with me. He even told me to return and ask for instructions. Did something happen? He sent you back. Humph. It seems he knows what he has done. So, should I still go fetch young Master Mu? You fool! Go for what?
A small portion of these girls in the courtyard were orphans. Nuonyu bought them back, taught them to read and write, made them work, and gave them enough food to eat. Mu Xiaoren marveled at Shen Nuonyu's actions, and was even more amazed by her ideology.
What do you teach them?
Everything. First, I teach them literacy, music, dance, and poetry. Once I've taught them, they can then teach the next group.
You are truly learned and talented. Actually, you could compile your own set of textbooks. Compile a skill from beginner to mastery into volumes, and teach according to the books. And considerably easier.
Your Excellency Mu, that is an excellent idea, but I don't know how. If Your Excellency could help me, this humble maiden would surely be devoted.
I do not have much time left.
What does Your Excellency mean by that?
The literal meaning?
Your Excellency, please forgive my offense. This humble maiden was presumptuous.
Do not misunderstand. It truly is the literal meaning.
Shen Nuonyu, somewhat surprised, covered her small mouth. In her heart, she couldn't help but feel regret. Such a graceful and elegant young gentleman had actually unfortunately suffered from a serious illness.
It truly cannot be finished today. Once it's ready, I will have someone deliver it to your residence. Would that be acceptable?
I have already given you the address. Miss Shen, if you had but a few days left in your life, what would you choose to do?
Since childhood, I have loved literature and have composed many poems. If I were close to death, I would probably take my writings, ascend the high towers of the literary world, and behold the splendor of the world.
Indeed, to die beneath the peony flower, one would be a romantic ghost. Yet, I am not as perceptive as that young monk in death row. Oh, Miss Bai, what a coincidence. Are you also here to enjoy the finer things?
Yan Mr. Mu, did you not agree that you would sponsor my family from now on? Why did you leave without a word?
Miss Bai, I have already offended all the civil and military officials in court. After today, I am sure to die by hidden arrows and treacherous spears. I would surely bring trouble upon you. That is why I left without saying goodbye.
Yan Mr. Mu, this is the Emperor's capital. No one would dare to assassinate an official in the capital. An imperial official, even one of low rank, is not to be killed so easily.
I understand. They dare not kill me in the capital. But as soon as I leave the capital, they will dare.
What exactly have you understood? Yan Mr. Mu, you are currently an Imperial Censor. Without His Majesty's permission, it is impossible for you to leave the capital.
It's fine, I can resign from office.
His Majesty would never permit you to resign.
Not even if I claim old age.
Do you even hear what you are saying? I am already of a certain age, yet I am not old enough to retire.
It's fine. They want to kill me, but they dare not. So I will curse them fiercely.
Young lady, he points at people's noses and curses them. You brought back such a madman. Who can say if it's a blessing or a curse?
Oh, wait. I helped the Emperor out of a predicament. To receive no reward is one thing, but I also offered humble advice for disaster relief. Is there no reward for that either?
You call it a method for disaster relief? The court replaced the disaster relief grain with food fit for beasts. Where is the dignity of the Imperial Court in the...
Ha 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 ha. They want to monopolize corruption, yet also save the disaster victims. Where would such a good thing come from?
That truly hits the nail on the head.
By the way, when is the next court assembly? Who exactly is the court official here?
There are still several days. Though many neglected tasks are being undertaken, its governance is sound and its people are harmonious. There is no need for such toil.
Such pretty words are merely for show. The matter of disaster relief has not yet been finalized. How can the world be at peace? Is there truly no other way for disaster relief? Is there? What is it?
Mu Xiaoren smiled slightly and did not speak. Yin Kaibai also did not press for answers. So, she quietly suppressed this doubt.
Greetings to your majesty. Long live his majesty. 10,000 years, 10,000 times 10,000 years. Otherwise, the court is dismissed.
Shall make a report. Your Majesty, this official, Advisor Jiaran, wishes to report the commotion in court. Li Shu has repeatedly interrupted senior official Jian and should be punished accordingly.
Step down. Minas de Wen, what matter do you wish to report?
Censor Mu's advice regarding disaster relief, compiled into a policy, and submitted it before Your Majesty. The disaster is raging like fire. I implore Your Majesty to decide quickly.
But not now. Investigating Sensemus Yaren, it is your turn. What humble advice do you have to report to the court?
And again, he spoke words of remonstrance in court.
They have already brought this matter to the forefront. The Empress will surely be forced by pressure to agree to its implementation. This is a hopeless situation. There is no way to break this deadlock.
Mus Yaren, what is the meaning of this?
It is quite obvious. This official wishes to resign.
How can you resign simply because you say so?
Your Majesty, this official is a censor. If a censor's humble advice is wrong, then he should be punished.
When have you ever said you were wrong?
Since this official is not wrong, why do you not accept my advice?
You impeached all the officials. He punished you, and you impeached the general who guards the nation. That was also punished. What more do you want?
This official's advice on disaster relief.
Your Majesty, why do you not issue an imperial decree to implement it? As these words came out, Yin Yunlin was dumbfounded. Everyone looked as if they were looking at an idiot, gazing at Mu Xiaoren. Some mocked, some pitied, some were ecstatic, and some were confused.
If Your Majesty does not agree to this official's resignation, then please agree to implement this official's disaster relief plan.
Mus Yaren, your advice. Do you know what you are saying?
Your Majesty, please do not answer irrelevantly. If Your Majesty is concerned that no one can properly implement this policy, then this official requests an imperial decree to personally go to the disaster area for relief.
Your Majesty, this official is willing to assist Sensemu and take over all charge of the disaster relief efforts.
This official also seconds the motion. Censor Mu is indeed a talent to be nurtured. This official seconds the motion and requests Your Majesty's gracious approval. A young talent should serve the nation. Censor Mu possesses such loyalty, which is a blessing for Your Majesty and the common people.
Are you certain you wish to go?
Either this official goes, or this official resigns.
Do you know what you will face on this journey?
What could there be? It is nothing more than this official dying alone.
What did you say?
This official said it is nothing more than this official dying alone.
And say the lives of all the common people under heaven. Everyone's gazes all became complicated. Yin Yunlin, having experienced wars and chaos, had never trembled. But today, facing this thin young man, she felt doubly powerless. She wanted to save him, but was powerless. He was wholeheartedly for the common people. A person going to their death, whom no one could understand, was embodied in this young figure. The moment Mu Xiaoren thought that he was definitely going to die this time, he became incredibly excited. Regardless of whether the Empire agreed or not, it was a dead end. He even couldn't help but laugh out loud.
Excellent. Hey-ha-ha. Court dismissed.
Heh, this situation, this scene. SHOULD and we compose a poem.
Why the sudden request for such a refined act?
Young Master Mu, though we have no money, if we can compose a poem, it could serve as our entry ticket, and we'd be treated as honored guests, enjoying free food and drink.
Then you compose one.
How could I possess such talent? Young Master Mu, that day when you were taken from prison, mountains and passes, southern peaks. Who recites poems to shame the insolent, strangers meeting by chance. Young Master Mu, if you were to display even a tenth of the skill you showed that day, this Phoenix Cry Pavilion would open its doors solely for us to brothers today.
Ah, I've got one. From afar, it's a mountain. Up close, it's a mountain. The more you look, the more it resembles a mountain.
Claps sarcastically. Hey-ha-ha, young Master Mu, that's not how one composes poetry. Speaking of which, young Master Mu, why don't you go inside?
Because I have no money. If I had known, I wouldn't have returned my official seal to the Empress so soon. Otherwise, I could have pawned it for another 50 taels of silver.
Young Master Mu, there's no need to worry. The Empress has swiftly sent new official robes and credentials. And your official rank isn't low either.
The Empress has appointed me as the Minister of Disaster Relief.
Young Master Mu, though your rank now soars high. In this world, countless eyes are fixed upon you.
Whose eyes?
Are you still unclear whose eyes they are?
Do tell?
Among all the civil and military officials in court, is there anyone you haven't offended?
Those who cannot kill me. I know this one. Those who cannot kill me. ... will ultimately make me stronger.
Those who cannot kill you. ... will definitely find ways to kill you. Young Master Mu ... No. Minister Mu, you see, our destinies are so deeply intertwined. ... Why don't you take me with you to see the world?
Little monk. ... You don't know what she's put me through, do you?
I do not know. However, since it is young Master Mu, you must have done something earth-shattering and ghost-weeping.
Young man, you have courage. I admire you. Are you sure you want to go?
I am sure. Mushiren, will you return with me? Or shall we meet at the city gate tomorrow? I'll wait for you at the city gate tomorrow. I still want to find a chance to go inside and take a look.
Don't you have any money?
Young Master Mu, you don't understand. Only high officials and nobles frequent this place. If I beg for food here for a while, I can get a lot of money, enough for the entrance fee.
Begging for food with such high standards. You're truly something else. Steward Wang, please bid farewell to your young mistress on my behalf.
I will. Young Master Mu, the journey ahead is perilous. You must still take great care.
Ha ha ha. Of course, I know. Just look at their faces. I knew this journey wouldn't be a pleasant one.
Behind Mushiren, that group of officials in the procession uniformly had mournful faces, as if someone in their family had died. This was a man in heavy armor, an awe-inspiring and majestic man who walked up to Mushiren.
I am Wu Hong, responsible for escorting the disaster relief supplies this time. If Minister Mu is ready, just give me a word, and I can depart at any time.
There's no need to wait for me. You all may set off first. Your marching speed won't be fast. I will catch up to you then.
Young Master Mu, it would be better if we went together. If anything goes wrong on the road, we'll still need you to make the decisions.
If such a large contingent of people were to follow me, how could those useless officials in court still lay their hands on me? General Wu, the disaster is as urgent as fire. There is no room for delay. You go first. I will be delayed here for a moment. You should return and transport the provisions. Monk, you know how to drive a carriage, right? Monk, I do. In a moment, whip the horses and do not stop.
Understood? Young Master Mu, am I now? The Herzog from the story you told before. That Herzog.
Just drive the carriage properly. Don't learn those useless things. That fellow is not a good person. He is a beast among beasts.
But didn't you say, that the monkey was the beast among beasts?
Herzog is twice as much a beast as the monkey. All right, let's stop this topic here. I don't want to recall that painful past life anymore. Stop dawdling. Speed up.
I can't go any faster. Any faster and this carriage will fall apart. Also, young Master Mu, are you truly alright? Your complexion looks a bit grim.
Don't stop! Don't stop!
Young Master Mu, do you have other friends coming to see you off? You are about to leave the capital for a long journey. If they are not friends, then they must be assassins.
Really? Then slow down a bit. Indeed. It would be safer to wait for the provision transport team behind us and travel together.
Young Master Mu, do you have many enemies? What's wrong? So many? Many assassins. Young Master Mu, have you offended many people?
Alas, in this life, how can one avoid offending others?
What you say makes sense, but this is too many. Never mind. There's no need to fear. Although they appear numerous, they bear no killing intent. It seems they won't rush forward to kill you.
No, why won't they rush forward?
How would I know? I'm just a monk. How could I know everything?
After all this effort, I painstakingly left the capital ... WASN ... They could act without restraint. Now I am right here. Why are they being cowards? Giddy up, monk young Master Mu. No?
Help. Young Master Mu is having another fit of madness.
What's going on? He's charging over. Should we act?
This is outside the capital. If we act here, how many heads in your family would be enough to be chopped off? The superiors explicitly ordered us to simply keep an eye on him until he leaves the city.
These damn assassins. They don't look like assassins at all.
The commotion outside the city quickly caught the attention of Wu Hong's master. He fixed his eyes and looked, and cold sweat immediately broke out.
We've only just left the city and already encountered assassins. If anything were to happen to Mu Jiren, they feared even 10,000 deaths would not atone for it.
Minister Wu, are you alright?
Wu Hong, after hearing the little monk recount what had just happened, couldn't help but feel admiration.
Minister Mu truly possesses an upright and unyielding character. He cannot be swayed by power, nor broken by force. He is truly a paragon of virtue.
Minister Mu, what's wrong? Young Master Mu has completely despaired. Look, he doesn't even have an expression anymore. It seems he has begun to doubt himself.
Minister Mu, you must pull yourself together. You are the Minister of Disaster Relief. You absolutely cannot fall. You still have to complete the important task Her Majesty entrusted to you. Let's go! Issue the order for the entire army to march immediately.
As expected of General Wu, he truly excels at boosting morale.
Well, I'll be. How did I not realize I was so good at encouraging people?
Mu Jiren and his party continued to advance towards the disaster area. After walking for half a day, Mu Jiren couldn't take it anymore. He had no choice but to find a village to rest. Perhaps feeling a bit bored, he pulled the little monk to talk and chat, meticulously discussing matters of disaster relief.
You just said you wanted to personally visit the disaster area, ... to observe the situation of the disaster victims.
That's right. Monk, you also said. ...
You wanted to replace the disaster relief grain with livestock feed.
Chaff mixed with coarse flour. Correct. Monk, is it still too late for me to get off the carriage now?
I say, how can this bald comrade be so? ... Timid? Young Master Mu, are you truly not afraid of death?
Minister Mu, the monk is right. What you are doing is too dangerous.
I want to go to the disaster area and see ... every edible grain of disaster relief food ... delivered into the mouths of the victims. Not to be ... pocketed by those beasts who don't treat disaster victims as human beings. ... pocketed by those beasts who don't treat disaster
But young
victims as human
Master
beings.
Mu, ... it single quotes as very likely that in the eyes of the disaster victims ... you are the beast who doesn't treat them as human beings. The order to withhold grain was issued by you. And you are the Imperial Envoy for Disaster Relief.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Although I haven't treated them as human beings, at least the disaster victims can survive. If the common people cannot survive, then this nation will have no hope left.
But I still dare not go. Young Master Mu, you're not having another fit, are you?
Monk, I see you as someone destined for great things.
I'm the patron of prostitutes. How could I be someone destined for great things? No.
You are someone destined for great things, whether now or in the past. Whether you were or not, it doesn't matter. What matters is that in the future, you will definitely be someone destined for great things.
Heh. Young Master Mu, please stop smiling. Your smile is too chilling. It frightens me.
Don't be afraid. I will teach you. Don't you want to know? ... how I will deal with ... those ruthless, bone-eating merchants.
I'll just listen to it as a story.
If I die, then I entrust this knowledge to you. If you dare not go, then find someone who does.
Minister Mu, may I look?
You may look freely, but do not spread it outside.
The two of them immediately started to read through this manuscript. In no time at all, the two of them looked at Mu Xiaoran with faces full of disbelief. The look in their eyes seemed to be saying, "Is this fellow even human? How did this brain of his come up with such a brilliant strategy?"
Do not speak. As the saying goes, a secret plan succeeds, but a spoken one fails. This matter shall only be known to the three of us. Oh, right, Wu Hong. Wait for the grain convoy for the disaster area to enter the city first. I will go to the disaster area outside the city to take a look.
No, Minister Mu, I must stay by your side. Wherever you go, I shall follow. Moreover, you are an imperial envoy. Your person is of immense importance. How can you be without protection?
General Wu, do you know what is in this box?
It is an imperial edict.
Then you should know that seeing an imperial edict is like seeing His Majesty himself with the imperial edict in hand. I command you to lead the team into the city. This is not a discussion, but an order.
Yes, Wu Hong shall go.
Minister Mu. However, besides escorting the provisions, my duty also includes inspecting the disaster area. Logically, I should also go to the disaster area. Mu Xiaoran, of course you can.
But I hope that when you return to the disaster area, you do not bring a single grain of millet or a single piece of relief silver. Otherwise, upon our return to court, I shall certainly impeach you for defying an imperial edict.
Such a grown-up, when he acts cowardly, is truly indistinguishable from an animal. But thinking about it, he can even kill his own savior, fearing nothing. He truly has no equal.
Young Master Mu, is there truly an imperial edict in that box?
No, there isn't. You ...
Aren't you falsely issuing an imperial edict?
I've been wronged. I never said a single word about there being an imperial edict in there. It was Wu Hong himself who thought such a beautiful ... and precious box should contain an imperial edict. I merely didn't explain. What crime have I committed?
Young Master Mu, you are truly cunning.
However, you have reminded me of something. Falsely issuing an imperial edict is indeed an extremely grave crime. I never thought of it when I was in the capital, but it is not a big problem. Now I have a better option.
What better option?
What do you think? Your voice must be quite loud, mustn't it?
In the little monk's eyes, Mu Xiaoran's smile at this moment was simply incomparably hideous. After resting, Mu Xiaoran had already arrived at the refugee camp. At a glance, densely packed refugees were scattered and gathered. The sight made one's scalp tingle.
Lord Blue Sky, please raise your head.
What did you just call me? Blue ...
Lord Blue Sky.
I thought I was already quite ruthless, but I didn't expect those corrupt officials to be even more so.
So, this is why young Master Mu insisted on personally visiting ... the disaster area. Young Master Mu, you were worried that even a mouthful of coarse fodder ... would not reach the common folk.
Let's go. Let's check on the county magistrate. This magistrate has some capabilities.
Capabilities? What capabilities? Why couldn't I tell?
This county magistrate, Gao Hantao, probably knows the deplorable conduct of those above him. So, even on the day of the disaster, when he opened the granaries to distribute grain, he was not wasteful. He didn't try to manipulate the disaster relief efforts, ... to gain political achievements. This can be considered his merit as a magistrate.
Why not?
Because he knew that. ... if he were to exhaust the granaries in the early stages of the disaster, they would quickly be depleted. By then, if the relief grain had not arrived, the disaster victims would still starve to death. So, he meticulously calculated the daily relief grain, ensuring only that the victims remained alive.
Young Master Mu is right. He truly put a lot of thought into it.
Clever and shrewd? It seems the disaster situation in Xiao County doesn't require much work. General Wu, send your fastest soldier ... to deliver this order to Zhou Prefecture.
What? Minister Mu, have you gone mad?
On the way here, didn't you read the manuscript I wrote?
I thought young Master Mu was just writing for fun. Who knew he would actually dare to do such a thing?
You know the saying, place one in a deadly situation and he will fight to live. There is no need to worry. This method has been practiced by ancient sages. Although I lack experience, I am standing on the shoulders of giants.
Why have I never heard of any ancient sage doing such a thing?
Of course you haven't heard of it. That is history from my world.
Young Master Mu is speaking nonsense again. Wait. This order. It wasn't also written by you in a fit of madness, was it?
General Wu, logically speaking, you are not under my command. I could go find those civil officials, but your soldiers run faster.
There's no imperial edict in that box. You even deceive monks.
Hemph, remember this. This is the command of Imperial Envoy Mu Xiaoran, and also a sovereign's command.
I understand. I am somewhat confused. It is easy to raise grain prices, but it will be difficult to lower them again.
When supply exceeds demand, goods are cheap. When demand exceeds supply, goods are expensive. Show me the amount of relief silver granted by the Imperial Court. Truly wealthy. If you ask me, to entrust all this money and grain to one person to manage. Even I can't help but be tempted.
How much is it?
Enough for you to live lavishly at the Phoenix Cry Tower for 3 months.
What about public funds?
Have some integrity, will you? Always thinking about feasting at public expense. Wouldn't it be better if we just went directly to the prefectural government and exploited the wealthy? Let's speed up today. Reach Koju City as soon as possible.
Yes, the disaster is raging like fire. We're not going there to collude with those prefectural officials, are we?
I, Guor Shuji, prefect of Yuzhou City, respectfully welcome Imperial Envoy Mu.
Logically speaking, I am an Imperial Envoy appointed by the Imperial Court. A 5th-rank official holds authority superior to local officials. Local officials should bow to me. Why do you not bow?
This official is a 4th-rank official.
Prefect Guo, do you know what is in here?
No matter what is inside, it cannot make this official humble himself.
Well said, Prefect Guo. What fine bearing. Since that is the case, upon my return to the capital, I will truthfully report to His Majesty. Prefect Gu's integrity in not kneeling before an imperial edict. Oh, Prefect Guo, why have you knelt? Where is your integrity?
Damn it! It's an imperial edict. You should have said so earlier. A misunderstanding. A misunderstanding. Minister Mu, please do not misunderstand. This official was merely playing a joke on Minister Mu. It is only proper for this official to bow to Minister Mu.
Hey ha. This official was also merely playing a joke on Prefect Guo. Speaking of which, after continuous jolting, this official is also weary.
This official has humbly prepared a simple banquet at my residence to welcome Minister Mu.
Merely a simple banquet?
Of course, and a small token of appreciation from my colleagues in Yuzhou. Minister Mu, you must be truly weary from your journey. This official will certainly have someone attend to Minister Mu well.
Hey ha. Excellent. Lead the way.
Does Minister Mu dislike it?
I like it a little, but not much.
Truly insatiable, as long as Minister Mu likes it. This official will have someone deliver it to Minister Mu's carriage immediately. I will surely ensure Minister Mu is satisfied.
How are the disaster relief efforts progressing? I recall sending a messenger soldier a few days ago to... YUZHOU City. Why have you not received the order?
Replying to Minister Mu, we did receive it, but this order was too incredible. It concerned matters of great importance, so we dared not make a decision. We decided to wait for your arrival to discuss it further.
Nonsense. This action has received His Majesty's approval. What do you think I came here for? How can you accept such a grand gift? And then immediately turn hostile and disown me. Do you know why I came to Yuzhou City? I came to Yuzhou City for only 3 things. To make money, and damn it, to make more money. The Imperial Court sent me to handle this assignment. Because they wanted to save face. If the Imperial Court saves face, then when I open my eyes each day, hundreds of people's basic needs are waiting for me to attend to them. How many coins will fall into my own pocket?
Good. Minister Mu, well said. Everyone says we officials are inactive. But the world is a difficult place. Who can truly maintain their own integrity?
If Prefect Guo possesses such sentiments, then you and I are on the same level. I must trouble Prefect Guo, to gather the grain merchants of Yuzhou City for me. This official must meet them.
There's no need to trouble Minister Mu. This official can convey Minister Mu's intentions on his behalf. It's just, how much should the grain price be raised?
100 wen per dough. That's not too much. 200 wen per dough. Remember, the Imperial Court wants to save face, so the rich merchants must ensure the disaster victims are fed.
Understood. Understood.
In the blink of an eye, they're calling each other brothers. This is truly without any principles.
I have long heard that Yuzhou City has flourishing customs. This young brother of mine has not yet seen much of the world. He specifically came with me to gain some experience. Prefect Guo, you must properly show him around. The local customs and practices of Yuzhou.
Understood. Understood. I will certainly let this young brother experience the myriad charms of Yuzhou City.
In just one night, the news that a corrupt official from the capital had arrived spread throughout the entire Yuzhou City. For a time, everyone in Yuzhou City was filled with righteous indignation, wishing they could take that corrupt official, Mishioran, and tear him to pieces alive.
Father, we absolutely cannot attend this banquet.
What do you know? This may look like a trap, but we cannot afford not to go.
Father, if we attend this banquet, the reputation of our Su family will be completely ruined.
How could your father not know what you speak of? But this may seem like an invitation, yet it is actually a summons. This imperial envoy sent invitation cards to all grain merchants. Whoever does not go will become the target of public attack.
That corrupt official doesn't treat the common folk as human beings, Father. Let us go to the capital and accuse him.
Nonsense. You are a merchant, he is an official. And the capital official led them. WHO knows how deep his roots are in the capital. He became a fifth-rank high official at such a young age.
What can we accuse him with? This corrupt official only knows how to bully the common folk and lowly merchants like us. Does he dare to confront the great clans?
You know you've been setting up relief stations outside the city. Before this, your father have always turned a blind eye. But from now on, you are not allowed to go anymore.
There's a disaster stricken outside the city. If they don't get this food, people will starve to death.
Shut up. From today onwards, you are not to leave the house. Furthermore, you must reduce your contact with those young, disreputable friends of yours. Do you hear me? HMPH. Order a batch of gifts and send them to the prefect's manor. Say they are from the Su family, respectfully offered to Lord Mu. Why this expression?
I wish to ask you to kill someone.
But you know you don't kill easily.
I know, but this situation is special. Only you can kill him. Your sword is the best in the world.
And yeah, he befriended you because he admired your talent and sentiment. But my sword only draws itself for one person.
Or you help me, and I will kill him myself.
You, a young lady from a wealthy family, for what reason must you kill someone?
Han Yao does not kill for herself. She kills for the common folk of the world.
Take me to meet this peasant who is concerned about the common folk of the world. Oh, just a moment. Take whatever you fancy and put it in your pocket. No, it won't take this money. Taking this money is clearly asking to lose my head. Why would you lose your head? Jan Mr. Mu, are you truly not afraid at all? These people are openly sending you gifts with such fanfare. It's clear they have ill intentions. If you don't give them a handout, how would this group of shrewd merchants dare to be my guests? They don't seem like timid people either. Indeed, they dare to get rich and get very rich. But they dare not take the great wealth that is delivered to their doorstep. Therefore, he must be greedy, and my appetite must be large. If you don't take it, they won't feel at ease. Jan Mr. Mu, are you not worried about this matter coming to light? I eagerly wish they would go directly to the capital to accuse me. Unfortunately, they wouldn't dare. However, the capital will definitely know about this matter. Could it be that Jan Mr. Mu already knows that someone will go to the capital to file a complaint? Indeed, Jan Mr. Mu, do you know who it is? Of course, it's me.
The next day, Yuzhou City was already boiling. The common people in the city were scrambling to buy grain from the grain shops. Inside the prefectural governor's mansion, there was singing and dancing, a scene of peace and prosperity from day to night, from night until sleep. Finally, 2 days passed.
Lord Mu, you were right. Guizhou has sent people to inquire about my movements outside the city. They haven't stopped for the past 2 days.
Accepted, but do not fall. Can you do it?
Those who follow me are my subordinates of many years. Those grain merchants host banquets every day, inviting me to the best pledge houses in Yuzhou City. Not only do we not have to spend money, they even stuff money into my hands.
Take it then.
I heard that the price of mutton in Yuzhou City has already soared to a terrifying level. We haven't overplayed our hand, have we?
Do you know who the biggest landlord in this world is? It is the Imperial Court. Therefore, what you must do now is to freely spend the money of those parasites. The less money they have in their pockets, the easier it will be for us to win.
But ever since Lord Mu arrived in Yuzhou, it has not revealed any relief, silver or grain. This doesn't conform to common sense, does it?
Indeed, this is why Guo Shuji and those merchants want to infiltrate the garrison outside the city. They just want to know how much grain the garrison outside the city is transporting.
I understand now. Lord Mu will definitely not let them succeed. We must not let them know anything.
Are you sure the troops you lead are trustworthy?
I am willing to pledge with my life and issue a military order should my troops make any mistake or disrupt Lord Mu's plan. Wu Hong will offer his head as an apology.
Order your subordinates to dig sand and dirt and put it into grain sacks. Accumulate them so the outer layer is all grain, but the inner layer is all sand and dirt.
Can this really work?
Hey, this accumulated mountain of grain is for show. It's not for inspection.
I understand. I admire you. Perhaps you are truly a person whose talent can rival a hero's.
Remember, you must accept bribes. Merchants and the prefect are suspicious. These people are not only beasts among beasts, but also the shrewdest among men. If you don't take it, they won't feel at ease. If you take it, only then will they believe what their eyes see.
Good. I understand now.
If you truly cannot abandon your sense of righteousness, then give all the money to the monk.
I can abandon it. You two can establish a lasting reputation for the common folk of the world. What reason do I, Wu Hong, have to cling to this somewhat ridiculous reputation?
You two must live.
Young Mr. Mu, you've finally been normal for once and this Jenny. Young Mr. Mu, stop sighing. Soon, the great merchants of Yuzhou will be utterly defeated. It seems no one will come to kill me tonight after all. Oh no, young Mr. Mu is acting up again.
On a dark and windy night, one kills. The moon was dim, and killing intent was chilly. The autumn wind blew through the treetops, emitting rustling sounds. The footsteps of the approaching person were almost silent.
During the plum rain season, rain falls on every household, green grass grows, and puddles form everywhere in the ponds. A guest was invited, but has not yet past midnight. I lit the pinches pizzas, lamp with flies fall. It is not late spring or early summer now, nor is it the autumn rain season. It seems I am destined to die tonight. Tonight, you are certainly going to die. But before you die, I want to clarify a few things. You should have sight so early. Ask whatever you wish. I will tell you everything you know. Are you not curious who I am? You not curious? You don't want to know who wants my life? I don't. Can you hear? The grievances of hundreds of thousands of common folk outside the prefect's manor. I know that you saw origins of the disaster. I was ordered to come here to alleviate the disaster. Ridiculous. You were ordered to alleviate the disaster, yet you commit thefts and oppress the common folk. Extorting the people's wealth, you truly deserve to die. I deserve to die. Give me a quick death. Killing you would stain my sword. Use anything in the room you wish. Just be quick about it and give me a swift hand. You knew you would die today. So why did you do this? Let me put it this way. I made these dumplings just for this plate of vinegar. To harm the common folk just to seek death. Are you crazy? Why do you seek death? Give me a reason. There are countless people who want to kill me. You are not the only one. What's wrong with you? You need a whole bunch of reasons just to kill someone? I'm not going to humor you. For someone like you, a quick death would be too easy. That would be too cheap for you. I kill that gold monk first, then kill that general. I bring their heads before you, then kill you. What do they have to do with this? Ah, finally, I've made you react. Rumors outside say that this kept official favors, the Lakat monks and belly generals. Said three of you gather in one room every night. Demite, WHO spread such rumors. Demite, a man can be killed but not humiliated. You have no such homosexual preferences. You have no such homosexual preferences. So why are you so concerned about their lives and deaths? Hey, while you kill a kept official, you also kill an innocent monk. You merely kill people based on your own preferences. You kill indiscriminately. You, this kept official, is one way to speak of indiscriminate killing in this way. WHO occurs you, the common folk who died because of you are countless. Seneche is the same. You think the monk deserves to die. So the monk dies by your sword. You, like me, stand above the common folk. What en el aquan kept official? Am I very handsome? Thank you, but you still must die.
Then, please proceed. By the way, my name is Mushiaren. After all, some people don't like having nameless ghosts under their sword.
Please depart. Are you in ... Jan Mr. Mu?
Help has arrived. Help has arrived. This poor monk has finally made it through. These grain merchants have all raised the grain prices. Young Master Mu, what are you looking for? I'll help you look.
You bold monk, why did you have to barge in at this very moment, ruining my good deed?
I ruined your good deed. Oh damn. Look, young Master Mu, you're actually secretly indulging here. Was it on the table? Or on the chair? Could it be on the ground? Scram, scram, scram.
Uhon pesa analizoda din su. En caufemalis, se for femalis transporta grain. That's right, tonight. The grain of the four major grain merchants has already in Yuzhou City. Now, the price of grain has risen to 200 wen per dough. General Wu asked me to inquire if the relief grain should enter Yuzhou.
No rush. Let the bullets fly a little longer. Let the four major grain merchants test the bait. The bait has been tested, but the fish haven't bitten yet. You use